Hey, what's up, guys? SharpTony here. Whoa, excuse me. Should I redo that? No, probably not. I apologize. I don't know what's going on. Maybe a little head cold or something. But today I come to you with Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. Bang bang about that Pokemon action. And most of you are gonna say, "Whoa, Pokemon Sharp? That's not like you," which is completely wrong. Because what this channel started out initially was a Pokemon channel. Actually, no. The aim was to go in the Pokemon direction. I had a bunch of Pokemon battles up, and my first video was the Anarchy Online duel. So I will say that was technically the first video. Huh. All right, I just contradicted myself. Moving on. I'm not perfect. I'm not. I know you might think I am, and I pretty much look it, but I'm not perfect. But what I'm going to show you today is this is a game I play a lot, and I'd love to battle you guys on. This is so simple to use, but it's kind of difficult to get a hang of at first. So I'm going to give you guys a few different sets of tutorials to get you into this Pokemon world with me. And the game is free. You can get cards for free. It's phenomenal, and it doesn't really take that much time to learn. So the first thing I want to show you guys today, to be truly about that action, and to really drive one of my loves, which is Pokemon, home, I'm going to show you guys how to read a Pokemon card between all the different types of cards. And let's get to it. Let's get to it. So I'm going to click here, and let's go to my collection. I have a decent amount of cards. You know what? Let's go down to one of my favorites, which is going to be Heracross. If you notice, he's still my little dude. Down in the, what's it called? My profile picture or whatever? I know this isn't quite Facebook. La 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 la. As you see, I have a lot of cards, but there's a lot of people with a lot more cards than I have. You have all these different types of cards, but I want to show you Heracross because E, F, G. Oh, I didn't know how to Flygon. And we're in G. Let's go to, oh, nope. Forgot about all these Pokemon. Okay, H. Where is Heracross? Let's show you this one. First off, a basic type card is a card you could put down right away. A stage 1 card is a card that has to evolve, and a stage 2 card is also a card that has to evolve. So this card can be put into play right away. As we see here, we have 100 HP. The HP is the health. It's kind of the same thing in Anarchy Online, I guess you could put it that way, or pretty much any other game. HP is your maximum health, and then these attacks take away from the HP. You could use one attack at a time. If you want to get a little more in-depth with the card, you could see here, he's number 214 in the National Dex. He's a single-horn Pokemon, 4'11" and 119 pounds. And this right here will determine the type of the Pokemon. This means he is a grass type. So for the grass types, you could see the weaknesses and resistances down here. Weakness, if he's hit by, as you see here, that's a fire type. If he's hit by a fire type move from any Pokemon that is a fire type, which would be up here, if that's fire, and he gets hit by that, it's going to do 2 times the damage that it would normally do. So say the attack did 20 damage, it would instead do 40 damage. So that's how you would calculate that. Unfortunately, he does not have a resistance, but if we take a quick look at a Pokemon that does, this Pokemon has a resistance. It says minus 22 steel type move, so if a Pokemon that up here is steel hits it, it does 20 less damage, which is always good to know. Now, when it comes to attacks, people get kind of confused. And I understand why. Because of this little guy right here. What is this? Well, let's talk about what this is first. Each Pokemon requires energy to attack. Before each turn, you can attach 1 energy to one Pokemon, or to any of your Pokemon, and that is it. Just 1 energy. And if you attach 1 grass energy, you could do 20 damage with the horn attack, and you can only attack once in a turn. 1 attack, that's it. 1 energy attach and 1 attack. Or if he happens to have, which would take you generally 3 turns to get unless you have some items that are going to help you put energy on quicker, he's going to need 2 energy of grass. And then what is this? What is this one that is just a star? My friends, the star means that it could be any energy. It doesn't matter if it could be a colorless energy, it could be a fighting, psychic, fire, electric, dark, fairy, whatever energy you want. You could put that on, and as long as he has 2 grass energies, he could use this attack. And then as you see here, some of the attacks have added effects. This one says flip 2 coins. If both of them are tails, this attack does nothing. So that's always good to keep in mind. And down here we also have the retreat cost of a Pokemon. You can take a Pokemon out of battle, because in this only one can be in a fight at a time and 5 are allowed on your bench. So if you need to take your Pokemon out, it takes 2 energy of whatever kind. You take those and you put them in your discard pile. So now that we know how to read that, let's see. And here's the full art EX of him. See, he has 3 retreat, and he's got a bit more HP. That does a bit more damage. You know, he's just Heracross. Don't worry about it. What I want to find, a Pokemon with an ability. As you see here, this is a fire type. It's a Ho-Oh EX, which is a pretty rare card. He's 2 times weak to water, and he has a -20 resistance to fighting with a 2 retreat cost. You could just say it like that, 2 energy retreat cost. His ability is once during your turn before you attack, if this Pokemon is in your discard pile, you may flip a coin. If heads, put this Pokemon onto your bench and attack 3 different types of basic energy cards from your discard pile to this Pokemon. That does not count as an attack, my friends. Abilities are not attacks. Abilities and Pokebodies are not attacks. Let's find you another one. This one. His ability is Dark Aura. All energy attached to this Pokemon are dark energy instead of their usual type, which is helpful because you could just use 2 double colorless energies and boom. About that action real quick. Let's see, one more, just so you guys get it. Ability, Upside Down Evolution. Once during your turn, before your attack, if this Pokemon is confused, you may search your deck for a Pokemon that evolves from this Pokemon and put it onto this Pokemon. This counts as evolving the Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterwards. And when you do evolve a Pokemon, it removes any status conditions from them. But we'll get more into that later. We'll do a whole video on status conditions. Let's talk about some trainer cards. There are 3 different types of trainer cards. You have your stadium cards, which you could put down, and they're a stadium card. There's a special spot for it on the playmat, which we will see eventually. It provides benefits or perhaps disadvantages to both the players, not just one, but both. And this particular one, as you see up here, you could tell it's a trainer card, and it's a stadium right here. This one is called Aspertia City Gym, and you get a little Lillipup running around. I don't know why. That's a normal type. Each normal type Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponent's, gets +20 HP. And down here it says, this card stays in play when you play it. Discard this card if another stadium card comes into play. If another card with the same name is in play, you cannot play this card, which is fine. Stadium cards stay through the whole match unless somebody has a move that maybe breaks the stadium card or takes it out of play, or another stadium card comes in. So it's good to try to find things that will benefit your team, or, you know, whatever you want to call it. And now we see, as you see here, this one says stadium, this one says supporter. A supporter card is a card that can only be played once during a turn, and there's a whole bunch of different supporter cards, so it is very, very, very important that you make sure you use the one that is going to benefit you the most that turn. This card is known as or AZ, I don't know what you want to call him. Put one of your Pokemon into your hand and discard all the cards attached to that Pokemon. So, say you want to, I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but only one supporter card can be played during a hand. As you see here, here's another one. This card can only be played once. Draw cards until you have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent, which could be a helpful thing if he has like 20 cards and you have 1, because you might find yourself running out of cards. As we see here, Bicycle. Now we have a different card up here. This is an item card. This one will let you draw cards until you have 4 cards in your hand. You could use as many items before your turn, or before your attack, as you want. You could play 50 different item cards, or you could play 2. And as you see down here, it also says down here, you may play as many item cards as you like during your turn, before you attack. And as we see here, we have all these different types of supporter cards. Draw 3 cards, shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw a number of cards equal to the number of bench Pokemon. And as we see here, this is a supporter card. Then we have more item cards here, more stadium cards. There's a ton of different cards that are known as trainer cards. So it's great to familiarize yourself with as many cards as you could possibly find, in my opinion. Do your homework, learn as much as possible, And it helps to watch people battle too, so you can see what cards will benefit you. And I like this one. This is a full art card. It's known as a full art. These are super rare. Heal 60 damage and remove all special conditions from one of your Pokemon. Whether they're burn, poison, whatever. We'll get in special conditions in another video. Said that already. And the last type of card we're going to talk about real quick is energy card. These are the ones required for you to attack. There are special energies like these blend energies, which means if it provides every single one of these energies, but only provides one at a time. It does not provide 5. That is the special thing about these things. We have the double colorless energy, which provides 2 of this the colorless, which is very, very helpful. Very, very helpful. And the game will give you, you'll find energy in packs as well, but the game does give you unlimited amounts of any energy. And you have special energies. There's one for fighting psychic. This one you could attach only to a grass type Pokemon, and this will heal all these different kinds of special energies, do something different, but this one heals 30 damage from that grass type Pokemon, which is really cool. See, here's a psychic one. This one makes the retreat cost 2 less. We got plasma energies here, prism energy, psychic energy. It says I only have a limited amount here, but the game, when you go to make your deck, will give you an unlimited amount. So let me know if you guys like this. I guess that'll be all we'll do for today, because this is going to be a long video. In the next video, we'll probably, I don't know what we'll discuss. We'll discuss more Pokemon, though. And again, I hope you guys like this. If you have any questions, you feel free to ask them below. And I hope I catch you next time. And I will put a link where you can download this game for free in the description, and where you can get cards for free, because they freaking give them to you, because they're like that. They're nice like that. So I'm going to put everything that you need in the description, and I'll catch you guys next time. Let me know how you like this. Peace.